Bad news, everyone. Earlier today, 5 towers received balance changes, and let's be honest, most players are probably going to hate these. Starting with Frost Blaster, it was nerfed across the board to be more in line with other freeze towers. Pierce was reduced by 1 at every level, and chill percentage was reduced to 25% maximum. I'll be honest, I don't remember every single stat from before because this update came out pretty unexpectedly, but one thing that immediately stood out to me is that Frost Blaster no longer has flying detection, and honestly that's a huge change. And also Frost Blaster is still useful for slowing enemies, but removing its flying detection takes away one of its most valuable ability. That was one of the reasons people liked bringing it in the first place, so seeing it removed is pretty surprising. Next up, we have Juggernaut. According to the developers, its stats were corrected because some values were displaying incorrectly. If you look at the tower in game now, both upgrade paths have the exact same DPS. The main difference comes from the utility they provide. The bottom path gives you a boss damage multiplier and lead detection, while the top path provides flying detection and a fortified zone. Now these buffs were already there before the changes, but the big difference is that both paths now deal the same DPS. Because of that, your choice mostly comes down to which utility is more useful for your specific situation. I've already seen some players saying that the bottom path isn't worth using anymore, and I can kind of understand that argument. You're spending around $500,000 cash mainly for extra boss damage, while against regular waves it performs almost identically to the top path. Meanwhile, the top path is cheaper and offers useful support through flying detection and fortified zone. Then we have Hacker. Fortunately, this one doesn't seem too bad. The developers lightly adjusted its stalling capabilities and clone costs, so it doesn't look like a major nerf compared to some of the others on this list. After that, we have Engineer. Engineer's early game potential was lightly nerfed as we felt it was outdoing other single target early game towers despite being a jack of all trades. To compensate, they also fixed some consistency issues, meaning it should no longer miss attacks as often as before. Honestly, this change was kinda unexpected. Engineer has been one of the most popular towers for hardcore and void core, so it feels like the developers wanted to tone down its early game strength and make those game modes a bit more challenging. And finally, we have Firework Technician. Unfortunately, it got nerfed again. This time, the changes affect its detection granting capabilities, which is definitely a downgrade. We don't know exactly how much this will impact the tower yet, but it's another hit to one of the most commonly used towers in hardcore and void core. Overall, this is pretty rough news for players who are still trying to beat hardcore or void core. Many of these towers were considered some of the best options for those game modes, and now that they've been nerfed, it could have a significant impact on existing strategies. I still haven't tested whether the old strategies are still viable after these changes, so we'll have to wait and see how much the meta shifts over the next few days. What's even more surprising is that the final wave of Void Core also received a nerf. Honestly, I already thought that wave was one of the easier parts of the mode, so seeing it get nerfed even further was pretty unexpected. And those are all the balance changes for now. What do you guys think? Do you think these towers deserve the nerfs? Let me know down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. Peace.